This is All India Radio. The news read by Anuja Kumar. As the nation fights the COVID-19 pandemic, we begin with a message of precaution to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today laid the foundation stone for the permanent campus of Indian Institute of Management (IIM) at Sambalpur in Odisha through video conferencing. Addressing the event, he said that today's startups are the multinational companies of tomorrow.
बीते दशकों में एक ट्रेंड देश ने देखा, बाहर बने मल्टीनेशनल्स बड़ी संख्या में आए और इसी धरती पर आगे भी बढ़े। ये दशक और ये सदी भारत में नए नए मल्टीनेशनल के निर्माण का है। भारत का सामर्थ्य दुनिया में छा जाए, इसके लिए ये उत्तम कालखंड आया है। आज के स्टार्टअप्स ही कल के मल्टीनेशनल्स हैं।
The Prime Minister said that the real task of the management is not just to manage the institutions, but also to improve the lives of the people. Stating that management is based on the broader concepts of innovation, integrity and inclusiveness, the Prime Minister said those who are left behind in the race of development must also be included in the journey towards growth. Mr. Modi said that the vast talent pool of the IIMs, both within and outside the country, can help realize the goals of globalizing Brand India. He said the management experts can also play a vital role in making the local go global in the overall framework of an Atmanirbhar Bharat.
लोकल को ग्लोबल बनाने के लिए आप सभी आईआईएम के युवा साथियों को नए और इनोवेटिव समाधान तलाशने हैं। मुझे विश्वास है हमारे आईआईएम्स आत्मनिर्भरता के देश के मिशन में स्थानीय उत्पादों और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कोलैबोरेशन के बीच ब्रिज का काम कर सकते हैं। साल 2014 तक हमारे यहाँ 13 आईआईएम थे, अब देश में 20 आईआईएम है। इतना बड़ा टैलेंट पूल आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान को बहुत विस्तार दे सकता है। आज दुनिया में अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी नहीं है तो मैनेजमेंट की दुनिया के सामने चैलेंजेस भी नए हैं।
The Prime Minister said that the permanent campus of IIM Sambalpur will represent the great heritage of Odisha.
आईआईएम कैंपस के शिलान्यास के साथ ही ओडिशा के युवा सामर्थ्य को मजबूती देने वाली एक नवीन शिला भी रखी गई। आईआईएम संबलपुर का परमानेंट कैंपस ओडिशा की महान संस्कृति और संसाधनों की पहचान के साथ ओडिशा को मैनेजमेंट की दुनिया में नई पहचान दिलाने वाला है।
Mr. Modi said that the startups need effective managers who in turn need to not just run with the time, but also ahead of the time to catapult Brand India onto the global stage. He added that the youth have a huge responsibility towards Brand India. Till 2014, there were 13 IIMs in India. Today, there are 20 IIMs. Such a large talent pool can help strengthen the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign. Extending his New Year greetings to the people of Odisha in the vernacular, the Prime Minister spoke at length on the rich repository of mineral and forest resources of Odisha, art, culture, literature and handicrafts of Sambalpur region and said IIM Sambalpur will give a new identity to the state. IIM Sambalpur is the first IIM to implement the idea of the flipped classroom, where the basic concepts are learnt in digital mode and experiential learning takes place in the class through live projects from the industry. The institute has also outsourced all other IIMs in terms of the highest gender diversity, with 49% girl students in MBA 2019-21 batch and 43% in MBA 2020-22 batch. A nationwide dry run for COVID-19 vaccination was conducted today. The exercise was aimed at testing the preparedness for the vaccine rollout. The objective was to assess operational feasibility in the use of COVID vaccine intelligence network application in field environment, to test the linkages between planning and implementation, and to identify the challenges and guide way forward prior to the actual implementation. Ahead of the actual vaccination drive, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare conducted a nationwide mock drill at 285 session sites to test the end-to-end planned operations and the mechanism that has been set up to ensure smooth conduct of the COVID-19 vaccination that is expected to begin soon. This dry run of the vaccination drive, spread across 125 districts, is covering all states and UTs having adequate representation of urban and rural districts along with hard-to-reach areas. Each state and union territory was asked to conduct the dry run at minimum 3 session sites. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan today said that the COVID-19 vaccine will be free across the country. Talking to media, Dr. Harshvardhan said that not just in Delhi but across the country, the vaccine will be provided free of cost. The Health Minister was visiting hospitals in Delhi to review the dry run drill for administering COVID-19 vaccine. He appealed to the people not to be misguided by rumours regarding safety and efficacy of the vaccine. He said government will not compromise on any protocol before approving a vaccine.
भारत की सरकार सारे देश के लोगों को कोविड से हर प्रकार की प्रक्रिया के माध्यम से सुरक्षित रखना चाहती है। वैक्सीन का डेवलपमेंट भी उसी प्रक्रिया में से एक प्रक्रिया है। सबसे प्राइम हम लोगों का क्राइटेरिया अगर है तो वैक्सीन के ट्रायल्स में वो सेफ्टी है, एफिकेसी है, उसकी इम्यूनोजेनिसिटी है और इनमें से किसी भी चीज के ऊपर कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं है।
The minister pointed out that vaccine hesitancy was an issue even at the start of polio immunization drive, but polio inoculation turned out to be a huge success, saving mankind. He said guidelines for today's nationwide dry run have been updated based on the feedback from the insightful pilot dry run held in 4 states previously. He added that except for giving actual vaccine, every procedure is being followed during the drill. India crossed yet another significant milestone in its fight against COVID as the active caseload in the country today has further decreased to stand at 2.43%. With continuous decline in the number of active corona cases, the active cases in the country witnessed a decline of nearly 4,000 cases in the past 24 hours to stand at around 250,000. The national cumulative recovery rate has also further improved to 96.12%, with the recovery of over 99 lakh people so far. Over 22,900 people recovered in the last 24 hours. The number of new daily cases remained below 20,000, with nearly 19,000 fresh cases being reported in the last 24 hours. The Health Ministry said 224 case fatalities were reported in the past 24 hours. Over 8,29,000 COVID samples were tested in the country in the last 24 hours. With this, the cumulative testing figure has reached at around 17 crore 39 lakh. Union Minister Prakash Zavadekar has said a US data firm tracking the approval ratings of world leaders has put the approval for Prime Minister Narendra Modi at a high of 55%. Addressing media in Delhi this afternoon, Mr. Zavadekar called Prime Minister Modi a visionary leader. He said the Prime Minister has a definite vision for the development of the country.
देश की विकास की उनकी एक निश्चित विजन है और उसके लिए वो कार्यक्रम बनाते हैं और सफल करते हैं। देश प्रथम यही उनकी धारणा है। देश के लिए सब कुछ और देश ही सब कुछ। इस धारणा से जो काम करते हैं, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, आत्मनिर्भर भारत की दृष्टि रखते हैं, उसको लेकर आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं। मेड इन इंडिया, मेड फॉर द वर्ल्ड, ये नारा लेकर आगे बढ़ते हैं। दुनिया में भारत का स्थान भी बढ़ गया, दबदबा भी बढ़ गया।
BCCI President and former Indian cricket team captain Saurabh Ganguly was admitted to a hospital in Kolkata this morning after he complained of chest pain. According to the hospital sources, his condition is stable. Details are awaited. And that is the end of this news bulletin.